25 years ago, when I got out of the military as a disabled veteran, single mother and a widow, my dream was to build my own home off-grid. I thought it was just a dream. At 48 years old, now with a grown son, but still single, I bought 73 acres in northern Idaho, and I am finally beginning this journey. I am documenting this process and hope you will enjoy following along.
For better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw.
So I'm super excited, and you know, changing the build spot. So we're actually going to put the barn over there where I started the build spot last summer. But my son, I'm out of breath, found a different spot to build on. So this was the original place behind me that I wanted to build. It's got a huge hill behind it over there, so quite a bit more privacy in this particular spot. I will spin around so you guys can see it. The view is this whole property has beautiful views. The view is outstanding, and yesterday, it is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody. But yesterday the lake was cold enough that people were ice fishing, so.
It's getting closer every dawn. Ooh, we are dreamers of the shore.
And now I have to decide if I want to put in a basement or not. I would definitely like a half basement. So beautiful right here. It's a very, very cold day today. And so what that means, let me spin you guys here. The house will be right here, and the barn will be back there. And you can probably see my redneck cabin. That's pretty close to the property line. So I have all these trees to give me quite a bit more privacy than what I would have over there. So I'm very excited about that. I thought I would update you guys on that a little bit here. But today is very cold, and I'm not done painting the RV yet. So that's what we're doing today. Hey guys, just a quick reminder, make sure you subscribe so you can follow the journey. So many cool things happening here.
7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong.
It's really hard to decide when you're picking that third color, what you're gonna do, what you're gonna pick. I went with a color that was my favorites, one of my favorites, and so you might actually be able to guess just from me saying that. But let me flip you around and show you. I still need to add it to up here, but I have put it in different places here in the RV so I can show it to you, and here we go. Get ready. Whoop. Okay, and ta-da! And the refrigerator is done, and the inside of this cabinet is done, as is the bathroom cabinet. So I'm going to do the inside of there, and there will be doors on these, so it's not something that you will see all the time, but it will make my heart happy, and that is all that freaking matters, is if my heart is happy. And Justin's super excited about it. Like, he's really working on holding himself back here. So I went back and forth on it. Very dear friend of mine crocheted me this blanket, and she had asked me what was my favorite color. And right now, actually at the moment, it is turquoise teal. I bounce around with different colors that I really like. I figured this would be something that would be very simple to change if I wanted to change the colors, keeping my neutrals of white and black really throughout everything. And then, like I said, when the doors are on and all closed, you won't really see the blue or the turquoise inside the cabinets, but I will know it was there, and it's going to make my heart happy. So, I have now used 3 different kinds of paint, and at the end of this video, I will tell you my thoughts about the cheaper Walmart paints versus the more expensive paint that I bought at Home Depot, which is actually this turquoise. I used a Behr Paint, so I have 3 different kinds of paint that I've used. So I'll give you my opinion on those, on how they've gone on, how many coats I've needed, all of that kind of stuff at the end of this video. This is the end of my colors. I have something really fun that I'm going to be doing in my next video on the countertops, and also all of my drawer pulls and door handles. So that will be next video. So make sure you subscribe so that you can follow this series that I'm doing on my RV. And again, I'm actually living in here while I'm doing it. That makes it a little bit difficult. It's trashed. It's really hard to live around that. But let's get to painting up there and getting this turquoise finished.
Just wait. Wait for our home to show on the horizon. Soon we'll be there. Hold on tight. I can smell the shore. It's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore when we can't read the sky.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, this is the next day, and because I made promises to you earlier to talk about the paint, even though most of you don't make it to this end of the video, I'm back. I'm back to talk about the paint. I had to put makeup on and everything because today's an editing day and not a painting day, not a videoing day. So I'm going to talk to you about the paint because I promised you that I would. And I don't want to be one of those people that makes these promises and then does not follow through. So here's more about the paint. Okay, first one up is this one. Your bullseye 1, 2, 3. Interior, exterior primer for all surfaces. That's what you want to look for. And if you look on here, it says sticks to surfaces without sanding. So you don't have to sand. It blocks stains. It did not block the wallpaper. I did end up having to do a few coats of the other one with that. So that took a few coats. But I could have done a couple of extra coats of this and maybe that would have worked. But if you do not want to have to sand every single surface inside of here and then still probably have your paint peel, you need to get this stuff. This stuff is amazing. Okay, that's enough about that. And it ran about $10 a gallon at Walmart. The, oh, excuse me, hold on. I gotta scooch all the way over here. The next paint that I used was this one. Color Place Classic Interior Paint, ready to use, washable antique white. This was a pre-mix, and I got it because there was nobody there to mix paint in the paint section in Walmart. I think Color Place is their particular brand. I did have to end up putting 4 coats of this paint on the wall, and it was around $15, $13 to $15 for this gallon, and I've probably only used about a half a gallon. And I did end up painting the ceilings and all of the walls a whole bunch of times, and eventually that did make it through the to where you cannot see the wallpaper. Okay, so the next color paint that I used was this one, the Color Place Classic Interior Paint. This was a pre-mixed onyx black. This is what I used on my base cabinets and this cabinet, and as you can see, it's shiny, and it went on really thick. It went on really nice. I did end up doing 3 coats of that on, just because I was getting some light. Like, for instance, this part right here looks like there's white coming through. There's really not. That's just the shiny part. So I did like it. It went on really well. The third color that I used was this bear. And I don't think this is like a grizzly bear. I think this is like a panda bear, because it was sweet and went on nicely. It was very thick. It's that color back here, the turquoise. And it went on very thick, and I ended up only using 2 coats of that particular stuff. Okay, you guys, so those are the colors that I used, and what do I think about them? I do like the Color Safe, the Walmart Color Place, Color Safe, the Color Place brand, because it's inexpensive. And this was a budget RV renovation, and I could have paid twice, 3 times that amount and just did 1 coat, but then I would have had a ton of paint left over in a gallon, and then I would have just had to thrown it away. So it's fine. I do like that whenever I'm trying to do a budget situation with the walls. The black, like I said, went on really, really well. I like it. It was thick. It possibly could have been considered too thick, but it was very comparable to the Behr product, the turquoise. So I don't know if that's because it's in a smaller container or what. I don't know, but they were very similar in the thickness of the paint. And then the Behr, I love that product. Because I did go with that one, because there was somebody at Home Depot to mix my paint color. There was nobody at Walmart to mix the paint color, and I was trying to match this beautiful blanket, and I think I did a pretty good job without dragging the blanket into Home Depot. So I really like that product. It went on very thick. It only took 2 coats. I did have a base coat of the 1, 2, 3 primer up there. So, you know, I don't know if that made a difference or not, but it's amazing paint. Behr is amazing paint. And again, don't think it's a grizzly bear or a polar bear. I think it's like a panda bear, because it was so nice. So nice going on. And it did cover the refrigerator really well. Let's see if we can switch over there. It did cover that up really well also, which is that faux wood, that beautiful faux fake wood that they put in here that they think that we're going to love, but we really don't. And that's why we paint our RVs later on in life. And it went on really nicely on the inside. Oh, can't really see that. That's in the dark. We'll go back to this side. In the upper cabinets and stuff, it went really well too. Y'all, this is not a hair down day. This was not a recording day. So this is what you get. But you know what? This is my happy place. So, Go ahead and get the inexpensive paint. Paint your freaking RV. Don't think that you need to go out and purchase this Kilns paint. Yes, it would have went on easier, but you're not going to use an entire gallon on your entire RV. You're just not. I only used a half a gallon of the white and probably half of those pints for my extra special colors that were in here. Do you like this? That really should not be in the background, but this was an afterthought because I didn't want to be a big old freaking liar. Hey, you all, get out there and do something, because it really does make your heart happy when you have fun colors like that hiding behind cabinet doors. All right, go ahead and hit the subscribe so you can follow the journey, and I can't wait to show you. And my next video is going to be my countertops. All right, bye guys.
For better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn.